Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Charan. In this video tutorial, I will explain in Django applications using foreign key how to read data dynamically with one-to-many relationship. And let's check the final output. I'm selecting the course Java. See here we got the Java. So what we'll do is we'll add one small border here. Border is 1 and at the side also font size is large and text align is the center. Let's save this file, save all, and switch over to the browser. Now I'm reloading the browser. So here we got the Java details. Go to home. If I click PHP, we got the PHP. Go to home, C#. We don't have any course details of the C#. See, in the course details we have only Java and PHP. But in our course names we have C#. Let's check again. Go to home. If the user wants to click Java, see, we got the Java details here. From this course details, we have 2 courses of Java details. If you are a first time visitor to my channel, please subscribe to get the latest updates. Before creating a new Django web application, first we'll create a new database in PHP MyAdmin database, which is my SQL server. Let's log into my SQL server, click go. So if I log in successfully, let's create a new database. Databases. The database name is new courses. Create. And see here the new courses is added successfully. Right now this database contains no tables. See, the no tables found in database and the database name is new courses. So now the next step is we'll migrate the tables in this database. We'll migrate 2 tables. So first let's create a new Django web application. I'm using Visual Studio Code to create a Django web application. Go to File, open folder. Let's create a folder name, new, folder 1-to-many is the folder name. And here we got 1-to-many folder as added, and here 1-to-many folder has been added successfully to our Visual Studio Explorer panel. On the right side we got the welcome page. Let's close this welcome page. As we know that right now this folder contains 0 files, it's totally empty. So let's create a new Django web application in this folder. For that, go to View, select Terminal. And here we got the terminal panel, which is nothing but a PowerShell or command prompt. And also notice the path is the E drive, and this is a folder name which we have created in this E drive. Now in this folder I am creating a new Django web application. To create a Django web application is a command called Django-admin start project, and the project name is here 1-to-many Django. And here notice the application has been created successfully in this folder. Let me expand this app. If you notice, when I expand this app, there is one subfolder with the same application name and one manage.py file. Let me allow to expand this subfolder also. See, once I expand this subfolder, there are some default Python files has been created automatically, like settings.py, URLs. All these Python files has been created when I create this project. So now the next step is we'll add this project name to this path. So cd 1-to-many Django. After that, let's create a models to this application. After that, we'll migrate that model to the database. select the subfolder of the application, right click the mouse, new file, the file name is a models.py, and here we got the models.py page. In models page, we only define the classes with some properties, so it contains only the properties. So let's define some properties. Before that, let's import the namespaces from django.db import. The class name is models. After that, let's define a class called course names. Let's add the course name models.model colon, and I'm adding here the course name. Let's add the course name is equals to models dot char field, and maximum length of this column is 150. After that, I'm adding another class. Here I'm using one-to-many relationship. So we require two classes with one foreign key. The second class contains a foreign key that I will show you how to add the foreign key to a property. And the course name, after that I'm adding the course details models.model colon. In this course detail, I'm adding the properties. When a user wants to search the course name, for example, if a user wants to search the Java course, I want to display the course details of the Java. So those details of the course I am adding here. So the first one is the course name, cname. I'm adding models dot char field, max underscore length is equals to 150, and the duration of this course is models dot char field, max underscore length is equals to 150. The fees also I'm adding models dot integer field, and I require the level of the course. It's a beginners or advanced level. Whatever the level I want to add in this property, the models is a char field, max underscore length is equals to 150. And the last one, I want to make relationship between these two tables. So here I'm adding courses is equals to models dot. When we want to implementing one-to-many relationship, so we use foreign key. So here I'm adding the foreign key, and see here the foreign key contains the two. I'm adding this course name. I'm relating this course details class to this course name, comma, and the second one on delete cascade. On delete is equals to models.cascade, and it is equals to models.cascade, comma. After that I'm adding the related name is equals to display. You can give any name in this related name. That's it. Let's save this models page, save all. So once we created the models, then the next step, we need to migrate these two classes into this database, new courses database. So for that we require a proper connection string to connect the database. That connection string we have to add in this settings.py. So open settings.py. In the settings.py, first we need to install our application name in this install underscore apps section. So in the single quotes, my application name is one-to-many Django. See here the one-to-many Django I'm adding here between these single quotes. After that, in the template section, notice in the directories. So in the directory section, the user defined templates will add here. So os.path dot join. I'm joining the templates folder with this base directory between single quotes is a templates. Now if you see here in our project, there is no any templates folder. So let's create one templates folder. Select the root folder of the application, right click the mouse, new folder, the folder name is a templates. Make sure add the same name here, the folder name and the templates name. Now in this templates, I will create two templates. One is the index.html and the second one is a showdetails.html. So let's add those templates here. I click the mouse, new file, index.html, and this is the index page h1. This is the index page. Horizontal line. Let's add the second template called show details, show course details .html, and here we got the show course details h1. This is course details page. I'm adding the horizontal line. So after that, let's save this application. Now again switch over to the settings. Now after adding the template section in the settings.py, next come to the databases section. Notice in this databases, the default database engine is the SQLite 3, but here we are using MySQL. So let's add the database engine is a MySQL, and here the name is delete this default line between single quotes. We'll add the database name. Our database name is the new courses. Copy this one and paste here. Let's add another attribute called user. The user is the root, and the password. Here the password is single quotes. Here the password I am leaving blank because I don't have any password to log into my PHP my admin database. If you have any password, please enter between the single quotes. Then the next one is the host name. Host is the local host, comma, and the port number of the database. To find out the port number of our database is this one in the PHP MyAdmin database. Notice the server MySQL, the port number is 3308. Let's add that one, 3308, and the last one is the options, colon between curly brackets and single quotes, init underscore command, colon between double quotes. Let's set the SQL mode is equals to between single quotes. The SQL mode is a strict underscore trans underscore tables. That's it. We have configured the connection string, the database in this settings.py. Let's save this file, save all. So once we configure the connection string and we got the models here, now let's migrate these models into our database. Come to the terminal. The terminal, I'm adding Python. That's small letters Python manage.py. To migrate the databases, they use the migrate -run async db, not async, it's a sync db. Enter, and see here, once I run the command, the course name and course details along with these two models, there are some default migration tables is added to our databases. Let's check. Right now the new courses is no tables found in the database. Let's go to the structure. So here the tables, the migration tables has added successfully. You can check here also. Let's read load the panel. See here. Now let's browse the tables, the course name and course details. Right click the mouse. I'm opening in a new tab. Right now this course name table contains 2 columns and with 0 rows. Notice here the ID column which we have not added in this class, but it created automatically. So this ID column is an auto generate column. Let's browse the second table also, which is the course details. Right click the mouse, opening in a new tab, and this course details table contains ID, CNAME, duration, fees, level and course ID. Here notice the ID column is created automatically, and the course ID column, the last one, if you check in our class, the course details class, I have added the courses only, but here it created underscore ID. So this column, this courses ID column is linked with this ID. So whatever the ID of the course name, we have to add here. So let's add some records. The column, the ID column is auto generate column, so I'm not adding that one. Here I'm adding the Java, Go. Second one is the PHP, Go, edit line, and this one is C#, Go. Let's browse this table. Right now this course name table contains 3 records. There are 3 courses in this table: Java, PHP and C#, and the ID of the courses are 1, 2, 3. 1 for the Java, 2 for the PHP and 3 for the C#. Now in the new courses, let's add some records. The course name is the Java, duration is the 30 days, the fees is 2000, and the level is the beginner's level. And the course ID of the Java is the 1. So make sure the course ID and the ID both are same. Go. And I'm adding the second record for the Java only. It's a 2 months. The duration is, and the course fees is 3,500, and this one is the advanced level, advanced, and this is the most important step. The Java ID is 1, so we need to keep only 1 here for the Java. Click Go. Let's browse the table. Right now in this course details contains 2 records, which are the Java details. Let's insert the second. For the PHP, duration is 15 days, fees around 1500, the level is a basic level, basic, and the course ID of the PHP is a 2. Click Go. Click Browse to browse the table. And notice here for the PHP course we have only 1 record. Now my aim is, when a user wants to check this Java course, click the Java course, I want to display only the Java details, the Java course name details only. Here we have 2 records. Here we have course details, 2 Java course details. Here in this course details we have 2 records for the Java, one for the beginners level and the second one advanced level. So when a user clicks the Java, I want to display only the Java course details. So let's implement that functionality in the Django. In Django applications, whatever we write the logic that we put in the views page. So let's add one views.py page, new file, views.py, and here we got the views.py page. First, what I'm doing, I'm importing some namespaces Django dot shortcuts import render. The render class is helpful to render our applications. After that, we need to add this class names from this models page in this views. So this models page is inside our application. So I'm adding my application name dot models import. I'm adding the model name is a course name. It's a course name. Then let's add the def. Show courses is a function name to display the courses from the table 1. Takes the request parameter column. This function return render. I'm requesting the template between single quotes index.html. With the help of this function, I want to render this template index.html, and in this index.html, I want to bind the record, show the course names. So here I am adding show details. Details is the object details course name dot objects dot all method. This course name I am adding, and this course name is nothing but the class name. Let's save this file, save all. After that, we need to configure the URL. Open urls.py. First, we need to import from dot import views. Then in the path, single quotes colon views dot, and we need to add this show courses. Copy this one and paste here. Let's save this file, save all. Then go to index.html. Let's add the table with the border is equals to 1 to display the records. I'm creating a tab table, table headers, course ID, and the second header is a course name. Then percentage, I'm adding for loop for x in the getting the records in the views. Let's create a dictionary, single quotes data colon. The dictionary contains a key and the values. The values we are getting from this details. Let's add this key data here. So we get the values from the table. Close the end file and td between double curly brackets x dot. Let's add this column name course underscore name, which is nothing but this column name. And we have to add the ID also, td between double curly brackets x dot id, which is a column name ID from this table. That's it. Let's save this application, save all. Make sure save all the pages, then come to the terminal. Let's run the server. Python manage.py run server, enter. And see here, after I run the server, we don't have any issues. Below that, we got the web server link. Let's browse this link, control plus mouse click. And here we got the output displaying the records from this course name. Right now this course name table contains 3 records, Java, PHP and C#, which is displaying in this table. So what I will do is we'll put this in the center, close this one and paste here, and let's add some style to this table, display and display text align center, and the font size is large. Save this template, save all. Let's reload the browser, and here we got the course ID and course name in the middle. The table is in the middle of the browser. Now when a user clicks this Java, I want to get this Java details from this course details table. So we require one href link. So let's add that one. In the table I am adding href is equals to, within curly brackets, let's close this href link. After this expression, at this moment I am adding simply hash. Let's save this file, save all. We'll check the new output. Let's reload the browser. See, we got now the href links are added. Now the next step, go switch to the views to write the code to display the selected course details. For that I need to add one more def, display course details request, comma, here I am adding the course underscore ID. So course underscore ID takes a value of the course name. Here the value is the course's ID, colon display course details. Let's add the display course. Display course is equals to course name dot objects dot get method. In this get method I am adding ID is equals to course underscore ID. This parameter I am adding. After that, this function return, I want to render requesting the template. The course details I want to display in this template. Show course details.html. Show course details.html, comma. Again, I need to add the expression here. Display column. The key is the display, and the value we are getting from this display course. That's it. Let's save this file, save all. Now we need to add this course details. So let's configure the URL. So if a user clicks, path is equals path single quotes views dot, and pasting the function name, course details function name, this function name here, comma, name is equals to display, and here course hyphen details / int colon, the ID value we are getting from this one, the course ID. That's it. We have configured the course ID, and here let's add one, name is equals to home, and I'm adding this home here in the show courses. href is equals to go to home. Here the link I'm adding percentage URL between single quotes and pasting that home here. Let's save this file, save all. The URLs also have saved. And next we need to add this display in this index.html, curly brackets, percentage URL, single quotes, display. And also we are passing the parameter here. If you see here the parameters, so here what I'm doing, the course ID in the URLs, let's add this course ID. This is the ID is equals to x dot the ID, the x dot ID here. That's it. Let's save this file, save all. We'll check the output. Control C, run server. After run server, we don't have any issues. Let's reload the browser. After reload the browser, notice when I mouse over, at the bottom of the browser it's showing the links. For PHP, the link is course details tool. So that's browser table Java. So here, once I click the course details, course name, it redirects to the course details page with the course ID name. Course ID is 1. Go to home, PHP, go to home. Now what I'll do is I want to display the course name here. So between double curly brackets, to get the course name, go to views, the display dot, I'm adding this one in the models course name. I'm adding course name. The course details and DSP colon and DSP colon. I'm adding pipe symbol. This at and DSP colon, it gives some small gap between the text or element. Let's check the output. Save all. I'm reloading the browser. So now when I click Java, see here we got the Java details. Go to home. If I click C#, see here we got the C# details. PHP, we got the PHP details. Let's put this in a center. Let's close the center tag here, and this one we'll put in the H3 tag. Let's add the bold tag. Bold tag. I'm closing this bold tag at the end of the home. Let's save this file. Again, we'll check the output. The PHP details, go to home, Java, the Java details, go to home. Now I want to fetch the records. The selected course details. Here I'm adding one horizontal line. After the horizontal line, I'm adding one table. Inside the table, I'm adding tr. The tr, I'm adding td. Table headers. Table headers are course name, course, the level of the course, the level, duration, and the fees. The fees, and to display the records, I'm using for loop. let's add the for loop for x. X is an object in, and adding the display, which is this one. This the key value I'm adding here. Dot. Here is the most important step. We need to add the related name of the model of the foreign key. Foreign key, we have added the related name display. Let's copy this display dot all and for after that I'm adding tr. The table data I want to display between double curly brackets. Now between these double curly brackets I'm adding x dot. Let's add this model data, the property names, cname, the next 3D, again between double curly brackets x dot. Second one is the level. It's a level here, 3D, again between double curly brackets x dot. The next one is the duration. Copy this one, paste here. And the last one is the fees of the course, x dot fees. It's a fees. That's it. We have done the complete coding part. Let's save this file. Save all. Control C. Let's run this application. See, after I run the server, we don't have any issues. Control plus mouse click to browse the application. And let's check the final output. I'm selecting the course Java. See, here we got the Java. So what we'll do is we'll add one small border here. Border is 1, and add the style also. Font size is large, and text align is the center. Let's save this file, save all, and switch over to the browser. Now I'm reloading the browser. So here we got the Java details. Go to home. If I click PHP, we got the PHP. Go to home, C#. We don't have any course details of the C#. See, in the course details we have only Java and PHP. But in our course names we have C#. Let's check again. Go to home. If the user wants to click Java, see, we got the Java details here. From this course details, we have 2 courses of Java details. That's it. We have implemented the one-to-many relationship in Django web application using foreign key. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe my channel.